Peace, peace, peace. Peace and love, family. Wealth rising. All that. I'm going to go live twice today. I'm going to go live this morning. I'm going to go live tonight at 6. A couple of things I want to talk about. For those that are, starting your day. I think I need to say this for sure. Nothing to do with bills, anything like that. Well, I guess you can. So I wake up and one of the first posts I see is I see a woman. I guess she had an autistic son. So I guess the situation is the father wasn't helping her. I don't know. The husband wasn't helping her. All right, y'all. So the mother literally kills herself and kills the son. And I don't want to start y'all's day with, bad news. All right, it is a tragedy, but it's something there that I need to speak about. All right, because I go to the post and I look at the comments, y'all, and so many women validated this woman's actions. And it's so amazing to me. All right, it's so amazing to me how some of y'all women, majority of y'all women, okay, can literally get behind each other no matter what the situation is. Y'all, so many women validated that woman's actions. Now, the woman sent a heartfelt letter to her husband, and I'm like, so forget the kid, basically. And so many women was saying, I see why she took her son's life too, because she didn't want to leave her son out here. And I'm like, wow. It truly is amazing. And you know what brought me to my next thought was, she's about to come right back to this realm and have the most traumatic childhood ever. Now I start to think, because I always said to myself, why do kids go through traumatic childhoods? Because I didn't have a traumatic childhood, so I don't know. I don't know what that's like. But for a lot of y'all that would have traumatic childhoods, meaning you was touched, you was beaten, you was abused, what did you do in your last lifetime? Have you ever thought about that? Because when I look at that woman's actions, I hope she has the most traumatic childhood when she comes back. Some of y'all might not agree with that. Who cares what you think? All right? I truly believe people that kill themselves and take their children with them, because did the kids ask to die? What did you do in your last lifetime? That situation sounds like a karmic cycle, if you think about it. The kid was in a traumatic situation. The mom ended it, and so all she did was make it recycle. And I see why women didn't have rights back in the day. I see why. I see why women did not have rights back in the day. And I don't care if I lose every woman follower, all right? Because I'm not here to demean you or nothing like that. I'm a man that's observing. I see why women did not have rights back in the day. And for you women that says things like, well, not all of us, why aren't y'all saying anything? Why do y'all sit to the side and be quiet? Why don't y'all say anything? The bad apples is making the good apples look bad too. I can't believe this, y'all. And this has always been around us. Every time a woman is going through something, going through some type of like she kills the whole family. What? Man, yo, that shit is... I mean, it ain't sad. To me, it's not sad. It's just, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that situation is going to happen again. So it's not really sad. And to me, personally, it's not a sad situation because it happens all the damn time. This has happened so many times. Look, now that person trying to comment and tell us what men do. Like, yo, shut up. Who is that calling me? Nita. Get ready for work. Men don't shoot no damn jobs up. Women literally be destroying families. All because y'all sit there say, well, we don't have any help. So, so that's the only thing we can resort to. What? What? I'm sick and tired of hearing that. I grew up around straight women. Yeah, I had my dad, but I've grown up around women. I've been able to observe women. I love women. Okay? I love them. All right? I love women so much, I don't understand how men can be gay. That's how much I love women. Okay? So my thing is, men don't have the excuse to kill the whole damn family when things aren't going our way. Do y'all hear yourselves? Do y'all hear yourselves? Like, I really think about that. Ladies, like, just stop thinking about what men aren't doing. Okay? Let's focus on what the topic is. When a woman feels like she's all alone, she will kill the whole family. Right or wrong? Am I right or am I wrong? Am I right or wrong? When a woman feels like she does not have help, more times than not, she does the total worst in that situation. She adds fuel to the fire. I've seen it so many times. I've seen women literally cut the whole father out the damn picture just because he's not helping the way she wants to. Okay? It's crazy. Y'all the one that's letting this dick inside y'all. So then y'all say, well, he may help me better, so I'm gonna kill myself and kill the kids. And then y'all sit there and literally agree with that. I don't agree with no man that goes and kill his family. That's the dumbest shit ever. That is crazy. Man, who is that? All-Star Jeans. Ooh-wee. He says, like I said, bro, we as men got to stop and accept the fact that they failed the opportunity we gave them to prove themselves as competent equal to men. They are simply grown children. Man, that's facts. I'm about to go so hard. Man, y'all about to see me start losing a lot of women followers. All right? I'm about to start going so hard. I'm getting tired of hearing some of y'all women validate shit. Well, if men was to do more better, like, shut up. Like, shut the fuck up. Okay? Shut the hell up. It's all got to do with women's emotions. A man can't create a woman's emotion. A man can't tell a woman how to damn think or how to handle a situation. Yeah, that's where the adult comes in. That's where dope comes in. Yeah, man, get the fuck out of here. Who was that talking? Color me, Nita? Get the fuck out of here. We talking about women right now. We ain't talking about men. We talking about women. We talking about when a woman doesn't get in a situation where doesn't feel like she has help, she kills the whole family. Lady, literally, now the boy had autism, so she wrote a letter to her husband. I just feel like I've been alone. Something. I didn't even read all this. I didn't even read it. I didn't even care to read it. Then you got women commenting saying, we don't know what she was going through. I don't give a fuck what she was going through. I don't give a damn what she was going through. Kill yourself, bitch. Leave the kids out. Kill yourself. Because I promise if you just kill yourself, I promise you that dad is going to say, oh, wow, my God, let me go get my son. Let me go. You see what I'm saying? Y'all women be thinking totally, man, kill yourself. Golly, stop taking the kids with you. Kill yourself. Don't, kill yourself. Fuck you taking the kids with you. Let me tell you what some of these women literally think. Well, if no one's helping them now, if I'm gone, they're not going to get help. So I'm going to take them with me. And you got women out here validating this. Oh my goodness. Well, men need to do better in making sure we are, man, shut up. Grown ass folk, grown ass woman. Men have literally sat back and tried to let women, man, I'm about to start speaking up even more, man. Man, for any woman that feel like she ain't got no help and she want to end her life and take it, hey man, bitch, kill yourself. All right? Leave them kids alone. Kill yourself. Try again. Maybe this wasn't the lifestyle you thought. Okay, kill yourself. Leave them kids. Somebody gonna pick them kids up. I promise you. All y'all mamas that thinking, well, no one's gonna help if I leave. Trust me, it will. Somebody gonna come up. Somebody gonna step up. Kill your damn self. Get your ass out the way. I don't want that mindset near my damn, like, what? And it's these weak-ass women that's validating it. So when a woman sees this, oh, she killed herself and other women didn't hold her fault, maybe I'm not feeling wrong for my feelings. All y'all doing is encouraging it. For any woman that feels like she don't have help and she want to kill herself and kill her kid, bitch, kill yourself. Leave them kids alone. Kill yourself. I'm getting sick and tired of women going through postpartum, going through whatever the hell they want to equate it to, so they can kill the whole goddamn lineage. It's crazy. I know all y'all not the same, but where are y'all women at? Why aren't y'all starting programs? Okay, why aren't y'all speaking out against this? I don't be seeing y'all on them damn comments. I be seeing women validating. Y'all might say something like, it was wrong, but we don't know what she was going through, so it's not us to judge. You see what I'm saying? This is crazy. We need to take women's rights away. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. Because there's way more women that think like this than women that don't think like this. Y'all women that don't think like this y'all voice ain't getting heard enough. Y'all trying to play in the side of the field and literally just not say anything. And I might be an extremist on this a little bit, okay? But I don't feel like there's enough women that don't believe in this, that step up. Y'all literally sit y'all ass on the side and watch these women kill their babies and watch other women say, well, she didn't have help. She was screaming for help. Why didn't no one help? Like, fuck it if nobody didn't help her. Who cares? But, and then people that kill themselves, guess what they about to do? They about to come back to this same realm and they gonna have the most traumatic childhood. Now it makes sense. Because the more I got older, I said, why do kids get put in situations of traumatic? I'm talking about, you got some kids that has the most unthinkable childhoods, y'all. Some things that you think wouldn't even happen. Like, what? You went through that? It almost makes you think like, damn, what the hell did you do in your last lifetime? Oh my God. And I didn't have no traumatic, no, I wasn't touched. I wasn't abused. Okay. So I am speaking from someone that's coming from a shelter. Okay. I had both of my parents the whole time, the whole 9 yards. They didn't get divorced till I was, 19, 20? So when I used to hear stories of, friends being abused, and I'm like, damn. It's like, and now I'm understanding about different dimensions and things like that. I'm like, yo, why did you choose that frequency? What did you do in your last life? Heart TWY. I didn't want to say it. You said it. So I'm going to just read your comment. It says the ones who've been touched did crazy shit in their last lifetime. For sure. For sure. Ooh, they don't want to talk about that. Ooh, they don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about that. Man. And I think the ones that had a good childhood, meaning you had loving parents, hey, man, you did something good last lifetime. You see what I'm saying? Because these same people use their traumas when they get older. Like, you don't know what I've been through. I was touched. I was like, wow, goddamn, what did you do your last lifetime? Did you kill yourself? Did you kill your kids your last lifetime? Let's talk about it. Y'all don't want to talk about this. Yeah, they don't want to talk about this. Everybody didn't struggle when they was kids. Everybody didn't have bad childhoods. You know how many people think I had a bad childhood because they think I'm an angry man? My daddy and my mama tells me they love me all the time. Now, again, I cherish that because I do understand people don't have that, and I won't have that all the time. All right. But I don't feel bad because I had both of my parents the whole time loving me. Okay. People that didn't have that want to make me feel bad. Like, well, you don't know what it's like. Well, who fucking cares what it's not like? I'm not here to sit there and think what it's not like to have both my parents. You see what I'm saying? That's not what I'm here to do. Now, maybe some of y'all didn't grow up with both of the parents in the household, but you have a relationship with both of your parents. See, that's good too. You got some people that don't have nothing with their parents. It's just traumatic and they use their mom or their dad for the reason why they're doing things. Yo, that's a karmic cycle, my friends. That's a karmic cycle. You know what I'm saying? And we have to learn it. Now, that's your situation. Your situation can either make or break you. You being touched as a little kid, you being abused can either make or break you. But that is one level that you have to get past. Now, I don't know. Maybe in my last lifetime I was touched. I don't know. Maybe the lifetime before that. I don't know. Okay? But what I do know is this lifetime, man, my childhood was amazing. My childhood was amazing. I thought my daddy was strict. I thought my daddy was an asshole. Now, when I got older, I'm like, nah, he instilled discipline, goddamn. Okay? No. I thought my mom was weak. I was like, Mom, why every time I ask you something, you could tell me go ask my dad? Because my mom knew that I would manipulate her and I couldn't manipulate my dad. So as I got older, I say, nah, my mom wasn't weak. She just let my dad lead. So I know what a house is supposed to look like when the woman allows the man to lead. My mom's voice wasn't higher than my dad. My dad didn't disrespect my mom. Yes, you're right. I agree. Grand illusion. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Your childhood can either make or break you. You're right. Sometimes our traumatic childhoods, some people overcome those traumatic childhoods and they become a pillar. They become a testimony. And you got some people that use it as a fuel. Like, well, this is why I'm like this because I ain't never been loved. And, All right. But I do not agree with any woman or man at that matter that uses the self-destruction and takes out someone else, because that's a self-destruction. Postpartum is a self-destruction. It ain't about finding things. Well, the environment needs to be better. What? So we're waiting on the environment to get better so we can stop self-destructing? Is that really how we think it is? And that's the whole purpose that I was talking about. We're looking for the outside to shape up rather than the inside. We're looking for God to happen on the outside when God's supposed to happen on the inside. Okay? So, I definitely sway more that side than the other side. Okay? For sure, everything is within, nothing is outside. Nothing is outside of yourself. You trying to get answers outside of yourself, you're going to be self-destructing. You will self-destruct. A house full of women is a self-destructing situation. You know how many men come to me and say, hey, bro, you wrong. I was raised by my mom and she did amazing. I'm like, man, shut up, man. All right, I was raised by my dad. Okay? All right, I get a lot of men that try to tell, like, well, my mama was great. I'm not telling you y'all moms wasn't great. I'm just saying there's a part that you don't have. You didn't have a dad. You don't know what it looks like. Yeah, appreciate you, bro, for admitting that, man, because I get a lot of, I got homeboys that like, hey, bro, my mama did both. She was my dad and my mom. I say, that doesn't sound crazy to you? That don't sound crazy to you? Because women would like to convince the world that there are not a lot of good dads. You would think, especially listening to our women, all right, especially listening to our women, you would think that majority of melanated dads instantly leave. Okay, melanated women literally has the narrative as if there are literally no dads. If you go get 10 melanated moms, okay, and ask them about the father of their kid, all right, I guarantee you majority of them is going to start negative. Well, he could do better. I mean, he could, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, and again, I don't have experience with other women. All right, so I'm talking about our women right now. I see it all the damn time. When the woman's voice is the loudest in the house, oh man, that's a self-destructing house. For sure. All you single moms out there that telling yourself no fathers need to be, woman, you crazy. You crazy as hell. I don't give a damn how strong you think you are. All right? A man needs to be there as well. All right? Rather he's in the house or rather you splitting time with him. It doesn't matter if the man doesn't like you. And a lot of times I've been in situations where the woman to tell me, well, if you're not going to be with me, you're not going to be with them. Because for some reason, the mamas think you got to go through them to have a relationship with the kid. But flip it, the mama don't got to respect you to be a mother. You see what I'm saying? And you got so many moms that say, well, you need to be, well, I don't give a damn if I say this and say that. That should never be an issue with me and my kid. Because women will like to believe that if the man is disrespecting the mom, that means they're disrespecting the kid. But they don't believe at the same time, if they would disrespect the dad, that they're not disrespecting the kid. You see how it don't go both ways? And then they'll try to use and say, well, the kid lives with me, so, it's different. You women are delusional. And I think a lot of y'all rights need to be taken away. Yep. Women think they make the kid they damn self. They ain't talking about postpartum. Like, what? Postpartum's a real thing. What's the postpartum for men? You know how many times men want to go upside the women's heads? Some men do. All right, but you know how many good men want to go upside women's head? What? You know how many good men is the one that's killed themselves right now, but they understand they can't because too much falls on their shoulder. I'm getting sick and tired of hearing. I'm sick and tired of hearing that, man. It's weak to me. And no, I'm not no woman, but man, I don't gotta be no woman to see that shit is weak. Well, I didn't have help. He left me out here alone, so I'm killing myself. Bitch, kill yourself. Leave them kids alone. Get them kids to the state. Women are, man, not all women, but hell, it's majority of women. And I'm tired of like just a few women coming, well, not me. Stop acting like y'all don't be seeing the same shit I see. Well, not all of us. Well, we're all aren't like that. Well, where are you? Where are you at condemning the ones that are? You're nowhere. You're minding your business. And since you're minding your business, what they're doing is getting validated. So if you ain't going to say nothing, that just means you're encouraging it. Yes, women need men to straighten them out. I don't know why women have heard that and said, we don't lead. I'm like, y'all women need to shut up and find a man to follow. We're not talking about all men, a great man. Stop acting like you don't know any great men. Some of y'all don't. Some of y'all literally know great men, but you have labeled him a bad man because you don't threw one negative on him. Yeah, he's good at doing this, but he doesn't do this. That but be killing y'all. Every time I meet a new woman or ask, hey, well, how's your man? How's the father? Yeah, he does this, he does this, this. I'm like, sound like a great man. But he's he wasn't the one. I just didn't like, I was like, you done said all the great things about him. But that one but, it's a father right now that's listening to me speak right now. All right, your name getting thrown through the mud. All right, you doing all the good things. You probably doing one thing bad, and that is what's that is your label. And you know why it is, y'all? Social media. Social media. Imagine being a man, you provide, you do everything you need, you doing but you're not that good in bed. So, but she's looking at social media of women getting towed down, getting took into Pound Town. She looking at Charles come back with the, making all the bills. Charles doing what he can. Charles ain't the best in the bed. You feel me? Charles, you know what I'm saying? Charles, goddamn, he's stressing. He got a lot to think about. So, he's not the best performer in the bed. So what does she do? She starts seeing other men. Man, if I just had that, man, she don't even realize everything that Charles gives her. You got women literally will give up their man just for some dick. How do I know this? Because I used to be that dick. I used to be the guy that used to come to women's houses that was married. All right, yeah. Charles at work. Yeah. They don't want to talk about this. They don't want to talk about this. It is amazing. When I get done finished, when I get up off that woman, I just look and say, man, I don't never want to be Charles. I never want to be that hardworking man what? Man, no. Y'all women need to go to jail. Some of y'all women need to go to jail. It's sad. Man, it's sad. Now imagine Charles come home and find me with his wife. Okay, now Charles is not a physical guy. You know, he's not a confrontational. Charles is just a good man. All right? And now he's just hurt. Now I got to walk out, and as I'm walking out the door, I got to pat him on the shoulder. It's going to be all right, Charles. Man, imagine what that does to Charles' psyche. I'm not saying, again, y'all, this has never physically happened. I'm just saying. All because Charles wasn't a perfect guy. I had to turn up on my kid's mama the other day. I had to ask her, what do I do wrong? And do y'all not understand the only problem she has with me is communication? Meaning, like, hey, say I'm about to go, I'm supposed to come drop my daughter off or something, but I don't hit her up, right? You know, I should work on it, all right? But she'll try to make that the main thing of everything. And I had to just, one time I had to catch myself. I said, hey, let me ask you something. Outside of communication, outside of that, what else do you have an issue with me? She said nothing. And it's amazing to me how women can take one issue and have it overlap all the good the father is doing. Some women will say, well, he's supposed to be doing that. How would y'all feel if us men said, well, what you saying you need a break from kid for? You supposed to be a mama. I don't see no mama animals taking breaks from their kid. Y'all mamas is crazy as hell to think you supposed to be having a break. Ain't no fucking breaks. Ain't no damn breaks. Who the hell told y'all mamas get breaks? Did your grandma have a break? Did your great-great-grandma have a break? It's these new ass women. Talking about something, you asking for a break, the baby damn 6 months. You trying to take a trip. Your baby 1 year old, you trying to take a trip, dropping your babies off with people. 1 year old. Just so you gonna get your legs rubbed in Jamaica. You see what I'm saying? But imagine sitting women down and say, hey, you can't take no trips for 7 years. You need to be spending, not 7 years, but the first 4 years. Because did y'all know breastfeeding is supposed to go up to 3 years? I know it sounds weird. I thought it was weird too when I first heard it. I said 3-year-old sucking on some titties. I don't know. All right. But then I started thinking like, whoa, wait a minute. This is life. This is supposed to be natural. Woman not supposed to be taking no motherfucking vacations. Y'all trying to be us so bad. Well, the dad's taking a vacation. Duh. Because we don't have to put our nipples in the baby's mouths. You take away Similac, you take away all that other stuff. If we really had to go off nature, y'all women would be sitting y'all motherfucking ass down. They don't want to hear it like this. They're like, oh my, wow, wait, what? I don't have to. I can just shut up. Yeah, you do. What, no, leaving your kid with somebody? The baby drinking from your titties. But the problem is we got all this fake foods and Similacs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You can just drop the baby off, leave bottles. There wasn't no leaving no damn bottles. Your baby had to be with you. At least for the first 3 years. Y'all be thinking about vacation. The baby's still in your goddamn stomach. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to drop this load and go take a vacation to Cancun. What is going on? What is this? I don't know if I done tapped into to my old self like I used to be living back in the days. I know I done reincarnated. But what is this going on? You got women that don't even want to be. I just want to get this baby out of me. Man, if you don't hush and have that baby, you got women that's literally telling themselves, I don't want kids. I don't think I'm supposed to have kids. Well, what you got a vagina for then? Why do you have a womb? Ladies, come on, where y'all at? Y'all was talking at first. Now y'all quiet. Y'all quiet now. Ladies, Mothers. Non-mothers. Mothers, where are you? I'm gonna do another live at 6 in the morning, 6 at night. We're gonna do it. We're gonna hit you twice. Exactly. Raising a child is supposed to be a beautiful thing. You got mamas out here looking at it as a chore. Yeah, they quiet. They gonna be quiet. Especially our women. You know, the melanated women gonna get quiet when we start talking about this. You know, there's always other races that or other, you know, communities that talk about this, but our women get quiet. And when they get quiet, I get louder. We literally got our women walking around here saying crazy shit like, well, I don't want kids. Seeing other women going through what they go through, I'm like, you what? What? When did mothers look at other mothers' situations and say, no, I don't want a kid? When did a dog, when did a mother tiger look at another mother tiger and say, oh my gosh, she doesn't have a king tiger to protect. I'm not going to have, what? You see what I'm saying? A woman always looking at another woman's situation. You literally got women out here with no kids because they're scared because they don't want to have a baby alone. And you got some women that say, I don't blame them. You men, us men been the same way since the beginning. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Fellas, did y'all know we've been the same way since the beginning of time? Did y'all know it's the women that changed? Did y'all know that? Fellas, this is a safe space. Trust me. Your wife ain't here. Okay? But did y'all know we've been the same way? All right? Now, yes, you want to be a better man. You want to be able to provide. Because I know a lot of y'all men, a lot of y'all ain't shit. Okay? A lot of y'all is piss poor. You can do way better. Okay? You're not providing. Now, I'm talking to the men that's really providing. That's really, you looking out for your family. You got your family's best interests. All right, I ain't talking to the boys right now. I'm talking to men. Okay, but the problem right now is I think women have too many rights. And y'all got to understand, I don't get paid to say it. This is my opinion. This is my viewpoint. And I can explain it. All right, I can explain it. It's not coming from a devious place. It's just coming from a wholehearted seeing what's going on, seeing women literally tell themselves, I can do this on my own. We don't need men. That has never panned out okay. Women are literally trying to be the men of today, which now has pushed a small few of men wanting to be women. The roles have reversed. The harder the woman strives to fight, the less the men are fighting. So when a man like myself starts to say this, man, they tell us we sound crazy. You know, they tell us, they tell us, they call me misogynistic, narcissistic. Okay. Man. For sure. I literally seen a woman today on somebody made a post. She literally killed herself and her autistic son because I guess she wasn't getting the support she needed to. And keep in mind, y'all, this woman is married. Okay, this woman is married. All right. So you mean to tell me you killed yourself and your autistic son because you didn't feel like you had the support? And I'm just like, woman, kill your damn self. For any woman that's having these feelings that you probably need to kill yourself and the kid, I'm here to encourage you. Please just kill yourself. Don't kill the kid. Because I guarantee you, if you kill yourself, it's going to make that man have to step up. So any woman that's thinking to herself, I need to kill my kids too because they're not going to have help because they don't have help now. Well, maybe those kids don't have help because of you. maybe your kids don't have help. It's because of you. Because one thing I've realized on this journey, I don't give a damn if a woman agrees. All right. When a woman is a good person, she has support. Y'all women that aren't good women, that's why you don't have support. Like, how don't you have support from no one? No one? I be hearing some of y'all women, it's just me. I don't have anyone. No, like, damn, you don't even got an auntie? Nobody? Even a man can find somebody. Like, even like you can leave some kids with a man, he gonna find somebody. Rather, it's a whole nother woman that'll come in and help. All right. The fact that I'm in poly, I have multiple women that helps me with my kids. So when I think about it, and I'm waiting for these pandering ass mama boys to come on and say something. They might say something more tonight when we go live. All right. Because I'm asking myself, like, yo, where is your support? Why don't you have any support? Are you too masculine? So the world thinks you can do it on your own? Because that's a real thing. Ladies, did you know that? Did you know when you try to be too independent, too try to masculine, you don't want to listen to nobody? Nobody want to help your ass. Nobody want to help you. You can cry, sob all day. I'm going through this. I'm going through. Who cares? You're a bad person. No one wants to be around you. No one wants to assist you. Y'all ever notice that? I'm starting to notice it. Because the women that are good women, they have assistants. They have men coming out the woodworks. Hey, I'll help you. Hey, I'll help you. Some of y'all women don't got nobody in your corner. Why is that? And you telling yourself this is supposed to happen because maybe I'm supposed to do this because I'm supposed. Shut up. That's not true. You have literally backed yourself in the corner with your kids. Okay? For sure it takes a village to raise a kid. But you got these mamas out here saying, I'm all my kids need. I remember I remember my first wife told me that shit, y'all. Oh my God. She told me, I'm all the kids need. I said, how are you all the kids? I said, how are you all the kids got when I'm paying for every damn thing? How? I said, how, woman? I said, how? I said, do I need this? Woman, what are you talking about, man? I said, I pay your rent and your groceries. What are you talking about? How is the kids all you have? Y'all women are delusional, man. Y'all are crazy as hell. And so many people try to validate it. Well, have you thought about what she's going through? Who gives a fuck what she's going through? All right. No one's asking what the man is going through. We just got to provide. OK, so that's the same understanding I'm taking with the women. All right. Because they're adults, too. Who gives a fuck what they're going through? All right. Women don't be giving a damn what men going through. OK, have that baby and be a mother, just like I'm going to be a father and provide. These are our roles. I can't stand when a woman say, you don't know what it feels like to be a pregnant. Goofy woman, I'm not supposed to know what it feels like to be pregnant. I'm not supposed to be sitting in the corner seeing what it feels like to be a woman. That's for men. That's for men that want to be women. That's for the transgenders. Any man trying to see what it's like to have a baby and want to put his mind into a woman's shoes, he's a transgender. I'm not here to put my mind in a woman's shoes. I'm a fucking man. Okay? And I'm not here. I don't want my woman trying to put herself in a man's shoes. Those shoes is filled. My feet are already in those shoes. Women always try to make you come to their position like, you don't know what it's like. Try having a baby out of your pussy. I don't have a pussy. I don't have a vagina. Okay? I shoot life, meaning I exert life. I release life. You see what I'm saying? Again, we're going to have this talk again later on. But I wanted to catch y'all before y'all woke up. I wanted to catch y'all women before y'all woke up, before y'all started y'all day was, I'm all I have, I'm all my kids, and I'm my kid. And I'm here to tell you, woman, you are delusional. Okay? Women always talk about, you wouldn't last a day in our shoes. Woman, you wouldn't last a day in a man's shoes that has to deal with women. Okay? You wouldn't last a day. All right? I'm not here to do role reverse. I think the dumbest shit ever is to do role reverse. Day in the life of a woman. Day in the life of a man. That's the dumbest. Role reverse is the dumbest thing ever. You know what I'm saying? So, again, this is not coming from hate or anything like that. It's just coming from observation. I see why women did not have as many rights as men. I see it. And y'all got to remember that literally just came out with 1940s. When did women start getting rights? 1930, 1940? 1940, right? Wasn't it like 1940s? That wasn't that long ago. Meaning you women just started having rights. Y'all just started having the voice to say, men are wrong. Men. And that's why y'all sound so goddamn crazy. It's clear as day. I see it clear as day. It's almost like I got 20/20 vision. Fellas, if y'all didn't understand why women say crazy things out loud, it's because they just got the right to do it. Damn. I think we just cracked the code. I think we just made some progression. I know I did. Wow. I just had chills just saying that just now. Women haven't had rights long enough to be as loud as they are. It doesn't care. They can call me misogynist, they can call me narcissist. Who cares? They haven't had rights long enough to know what a narcissist is. You see what I'm saying? Because was we narcissists and misogynists before they had rights? No. No, we was not. Exactly, to Sammy. Sammy, I might need to give you all my classes for free. Sammy says men are supposed to be in the public, women are supposed to be in the private. Ooh, Sammy. Sammy, shoot me a DM. I'm giving you all my classes for free. God almighty. I ain't never seen it said like that before. I got to take that from you. Man, men are supposed to be in the public. Women are supposed to be in the private. Man. Yeah, free class for Sammy, man. All class bundle. And the tax class coming there too. Sheesh. Sammy, I'm going to need you to come on live. Not like physically, but, just be in the comments at 6 tonight. 666 tonight. Okay, for sure. Women are supposed to be in the private, but you got women trying to show their sexiness, and I be trying to tell y'all women aren't mature enough to understand what being sexy means. Y'all literally wear half clothes, and then when a man say, damn, you making my dick hard, you got some men that say, well, that's disrespectful. Even though that she's half naked, he still should respect it. And I'm just like, you mama boys need to shut up, okay? It's always a mama's boy. It's always a man that ain't never was raised by another man that's trying to validate women being half naked. Shut your mama boy ass up. Okay, because no father is what? No father is taken up for that. Because any father knows if your daughters wearing half-ass clothes, she's about to be making some dicks hard. It's crazy to think not. Imagine being a dad saying, I don't care if my daughter is wearing half clothes, you better respect her. Man, shut up. That's stupid as hell. All you mama boys always be coming on to comment on my picture. He shouldn't say nothing. Well, she shouldn't create that situation. Any woman that's wearing half clothes need to be disrespected. Because why are you wearing half clothes? You clearly ain't respecting yourself. Why are you in the public half dressed? You giving me the green light to disrespect. Now you got grown-ass men, mama boys coming and saying things like, well, you still need to respect her, show her respect. Like, shut up. Come throw your daughter on the damn street half naked and see how much respect she get. Go throw your damn wife on the street half naked and see how much respect she get. And somebody say, well, man, so what if your daughter's is half naked and that? Hey, that's them. You know they didn't come from me. You know they didn't come from me. For sure. And again, it all goes back to women haven't had rights long enough to do what they've been doing. They don't understand what they're doing, man. And we've been sitting back trying to figure out why don't they understand? It's because it's almost like you releasing a bunch of children into the candy factory. You know what I'm saying? Just give me. Yeah, it's so amazing to see because women was not talking like this pre-1940, pre-1950. Pre-1960. Y'all grandmas was not talking how y'all talking right now. And then you start seeing men trying to correct a woman, and then women run into social media. I'm seeing women half naked. They'll man to say something, then they'll post that conversation to social media and literally say, is my man insecure or do he have a point? He says that he doesn't want me to be dressed like this, but this is how he met me. So I'm trying to figure out, why are you trying to change me? Well, let me tell you, you delusional ass woman. All right. He saw something in you. All right. After he saw that you was out there half naked, clearly you wasn't being led by nothing. So as a man, he came forth and claimed you. OK, so now that you're with him, he's saying, hey, you don't got to dress like that anymore, because clearly you were dressing like that to get attention. But now you have attention. Or was that not the purpose of, you see what I'm saying? It's delusion. Delusion. And you got men out here trying to figure women out. Exactly. He's seen potential. A lot of men see potential in y'all women that y'all don't even see. You half naked and your man is trying to tell you, baby, you don't got to do that. But yeah, I want to show my sexiness. What? Do y'all not know y'all women would have got slapped back in the day? Did y'all know that? Yeah, you can see. Yeah, I'm sure you got the energy and the tough, the chest now to say, well, I wish somebody would. Now, of course, you're saying that now. Of course. It's easy to say that now. I wish a man would put his hands on me. I don't give a fuck what I said in this out. Man, woman, you would have got slapped the fuck up and no cop would have came and did nothing. There was no calling the cops back then and saying, Fred put his hands on me. They gonna ask Fred, what did she do? Do y'all not understand that? So I understand when women got rights, they just had all this, animosity built up. Now they can finally say, we are taking shit from these men. That's really what women want to say out loud. And I'm sure there's a women's group somewhere that probably has that as the start of their morning routine. They start stretching and they all say, on the count of 3, we're going to say our daily routine. We tired of taking shit from men. I promise you that's probably their morning ritual. Like, that's part of they morning workout. Man, yeah. Oh shit, I know about the military women. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they get their uniform tight as hell, ass about to bust out the damn. It be like us, they call everybody by their last name. E3 Johnson. MS2 Johnson. She thick as hell, ain't she? Yeah, man. They wonder why the military a hoe house. Military like a big ass college. If you dating anybody in the military and they on a boat or they on it's like a big freak fest, man. What? Any man that was single, you go to military, man, what? You gonna be on this base, that base. All these women is away from their men and all, man, what? I'm trying to tell you. The worst thing they could have did was put women in the military. Now men ain't focused. Our military look weak. Now we got transgenders in the military now. You're like, yo, it's crazy. Imagine seeing our military pull up and the men got their nails painted. Man, what? Imagine looking through your binoculars as from another country standpoint and you seeing soldiers coming your way and they got their damn nails painted. Men walking with switches. And we ain't talking about poles. Okay? Men walking with switches and we ain't talking about poles. Yeah, man, our shit's a reality show. You got women it's their prerogative. They should die. Like, shut up. Shut up. The reason why we seeing so many transgenders because women has rights now. I ain't never said that before. I gotta say that tonight. Let me write this down. I don't want to forget these thoughts. Y'all know I come on here and freestyle. I don't really write nothing down. Let me write this down right quick. There is an epidemic of transgenders due to the fact women have rights. I felt strong just writing that down just now. I'm going to write it with my right hand. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, we just literally came to even another conclusion. All right. There is a mass epidemic of transgenderism. Okay. Because women have rights. Because if y'all notice, before women had rights, we didn't have all this crazy shit, did we? Think about it. Somebody need to put me on their podcast, man. They're going to ask me, what do you think is the necessary remedy for the man and the woman's issues? I'm going to say it with my chest out. I think we need to take women's rights away. Yeah. But I do think there needs to be a clause. I think good men need to lead the way. I don't think bad men. I'm not saying taking women's rights so that bad men can take advantage of them. No. We're going to have like a safe haven clause. All right, when the rights get removed, basically going back to how things were, but with some added protection. Okay. Women will not have the right to speak out against a man. Women will not have a right to have an opinion of a man. Okay? No. Only good men can have opinions on bad men. All right? Because if we start going to women and ask them what is a man, they're going to give you all this non-realistic shit. A man's supposed to provide. He's supposed to make his wife happy. He's supposed to rub her feet. He's supposed to be with her 24 hours, but at the same time providing. He's supposed to be able to be good in bed. He's supposed to not ever look at another woman ever. He's only supposed to love me. He's only supposed to, if I lose my shoe, he's supposed to treat me like Cinderella and shut the whole village down so he can find my glass shoe. And man, come on, man. That's why we can't allow women to dictate what a man is. Exactly. Men, you got men, because a lot of women say, why aren't men providing? Because why should they provide? You're masculine. You don't listen. I'm not providing to no woman that don't listen. You got to remember, times are changed. So we can't slap y'all. So we would rather just not provide for you. Simple. Back in the day when y'all used to get loud or get disrespectful in the house, you got slapped. See, now we can't do that. Now we just decide to just leave. And that's why you see a lot of men leaving, y'all. Simple. Because they can't put their hands on them. And then you got some people say, well, why can't they just conversate? Why does he need to put his hands on? Because certain adults you can't conversate with. Okay? Did y'all know it was a law in South Carolina that you could you could beat your woman on Sundays? Did y'all know that law is I think it's still valid right now. Okay? And I'm not sitting there saying men should beat on women. That's not what I'm saying. All right? I'm saying disrespectful women. Oh, yeah. All right? Because if nothing, they're going to think they won that situation if you ignore them. Let's say you let the woman say whatever they say, you just walk away, you leave. She going to be like, yeah, you leave, you punk ass bitch. You leave, you pussy. Yeah, that's right. You leave, pussy. You ain't no man. You ain't no fucking man. You know what happened to women like that back in the day? Exactly. Imagine raising a kid and not being able to discipline them. Man. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I can't even think about, imagine my kids and getting older and I can't discipline them. And then somebody gonna say, well, women aren't your children. Why are you looking at your woman as your child? Well, because I provide for her. So I have to look at her as my asset because I'm only going to protect my assets. But now you got problem with women will say things like, well, that's the wrong way to look at it. She is not your child. She is an adult. Well, if she's an adult, why isn't she acting like an adult? You see how they always take that route. They always say, well, treat me as such. Okay, well, I will treat you as such. Okay, let's do this. I can't treat you like an adult if you're thinking delusion, because children think delusion. Kids think this is real. Kids believe in Santa Claus. Kids believe in this. Kids believe in that. Women aren't supposed to be out here marching and shit, loud, and we are just as strong as men. We can work just as hard. Like, why aren't you at home taking care of the family? Why is your big muscle buff ass out here trying to be a man? Y'all can go to work and listen to y'all boss tell y'all exactly what to do and not say nothing, but go home and your man needs you to do this, you giving him attitude. You see what I'm saying? These are new times, y'all. So new times to me is anything that's 50 years and back. That's still new to me. 100 years ago is still new to me. Because that's just 2 generations, if you think about it. That's 2 generations. 100 years is 2 generations. Minimum. Because let's say your grandma, right, gets to be 50 or 60, 70, all right, they have a kid, all right, meaning a lot of people's grandparents are still alive. So we can say 3 generations, all right, but that's still new to me. And now, I see exactly why so many men going overseas. Now, I mean, I'm not going to go overseas, to find my woman, I understand it though, because the women that's over here now, they either say two or the 3. They either say there aren't enough good men. They say all men, all men are gay, or they say all the good men are taken. That is literally the weak women's in America's 3 narratives of men. Either they're gay, or they ain't shit, or the good ones are taken. It's almost, and if y'all don't see the non-accountability there, let's break it down. All right. So the first one, they say that majority of men are gay. What type of logic is that? I can't find a man because so many of them are gay. Do y'all hear the women are children, bro. All right, the next thing women say, and we're saying majority women, because I know some women gonna say, well, not me, but I'm sure you have homegirls that believe this. All right, so the second thing they say is men aren't shit. They say men aren't shit. These new men don't provide. They don't. I'm saying all these men that got jobs, all these men that got all this money. You mean to tell me you can't find one that's good? And then they say this. And we're still on the second one. They'll say this. Yeah, they can provide, but they ain't faithful. Oh, wait a minute. So he can provide, but he also can provide for other people, other women, and that's what you don't like. So you basically count him as ain't shit. You women aren't mature enough to dictate men. Okay? Y'all women aren't mature enough to even speak on men. You haven't had rights long enough. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. You know how many times women have called me gay? Like, you arguing with me? You must be gay. Or like, now if we argue with women, we're gay. Why y'all think these women saying that? Because they haven't had rights long enough to remember that men used to put women in their place. Now when you try to do it today, they call you sassy. And you know, a lot of men don't want to be called sassy because a lot of men are homophobic. They don't want to be called gay. So a lot of men like, oh yeah, let me make sure I ain't arguing with a woman. So you'll get men that'll hop on my posts like, I just don't understand how men are arguing with women. I'm like, shut your mama boy ass up. Men put women in their place. That's the difference between a lot of y'all sweet men that want to pander to women. Fucking cupcakes. All right? Sissies. All right? You ain't sassy, you a sissy. Ain't sassy, you being a sissy. Okay? And most of these guys, you know, they grew up around, you know, their mothers, so they try to look out for them. Well, hold on now, you can't say that because you know mother. Like, shut up. You ain't had no man in your life. You ain't never seen no man put a woman in their place. And you never seen a woman accept the role of the man putting her in the place. I've seen it. I seen my mom allow my dad put her in. But now, did my mom have to do that? No, she could have just said, man, fuck you, I ain't doing the motherfucking thing. And she could have left, but she didn't do that. My dad never had to raise his voice at my mom. He never had, you know what I'm saying? Because she understood her place. All right? She loved her man manly. No woman in my house ever gonna raise their voice. All right? Literally. You got to sign a contract just to even date me. All right? My NDA says you raise your voice at me, I'm suing you. Okay? Straight up. I don't care what I said to you. You better not ever raise your voice at me. You raise your voice at me, it's $250,000. And for y'all women that, well, what if I don't got $250,000? I'll go get the $250,000 from your estate. Trust me, I know how to get it. It's that serious with me. I wish a woman would raise her voice in my house. I don't give a damn I don't give a damn what was said. You better pull me to the side and say, hey, I didn't appreciate that. All right, what? Ain't no raising your voice. Can't remember the last time a woman raised her voice up under my roof, any of my roofs. You know what I'm saying? And no, there's not domestic violence. There's not no abuse going on. It's just an understanding. I make sure they understand, like, hey, listen, I understand you feel like you're in your safe space, and I get you. But some of y'all women get a little too comfortable. I had a woman slip up and try to say, you just like all them other men. I said, what you say? I came out that bathroom so fast. All right, she probably thought I was about to hit her. But I wasn't. I just had to look in her face and said, what did you just say? I'm like, who? I said, pack your bags. Go ahead. Pack your bags. I need you out today. All right. She tried to act buff, y'all. She said, okay, all right, I'm leaving. I don't need you. As I want to say, she was midway packing her suitcase, y'all. She broke down crying. Guess what she said? Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know why I get like this. I'm still trying to die. I apologize. I don't want to go. I'm sorry. Yeah. Because clearly she was used to men folding. Yeah. She unpacked that suitcase so fast, I ain't heard a peep since. Okay? Ain't been a peep since. Came out that bathroom so fast. I said, what you say? She tried to change the subject. I was just saying, I said, no. What did you just say before that? You said I'm just like who? What? And some women would hear that and say, you put me in my place like that. And I would say, well, you going to get your shit and get the fuck out. Simple. You going to pack them bags. I'm going to help you pack. I'll hire somebody to come and help you pack. And I'm trying, well, where am I going to go? I don't have anywhere to go. I'll get you an apartment. I'll use my cash to go get you an apartment. Trust me, we'll find somewhere for you. And that's the beauty of being a man with resources. That's why I'm telling y'all men, get you some resources so you can really structure your home and structure your life the way you need to. All right, because if you don't have resources, a woman gonna walk all over you. Okay. And you have to lead with an iron fist. You have to. There is no leading with kindness. It's no leading with love and leading with heart. No, that's not the man's purpose. All right. We're supposed to be leading with an iron fist. That's not meaning beat on your woman. That's not what I'm saying at all. Okay. That is not what I'm saying. Okay. When I say lead with the iron fist, meaning lead without any compromising. Because one thing women love to do is try to compromise a man's plan. Fellas, stop compromising with these women. Okay? Stop compromising. They'll love to try to manipulate and say, well, my opinion doesn't matter. So are you saying my opinion doesn't matter? Like, I said, your opinion doesn't matter more than mine's. Because I have the plan. And if y'all women don't like being led like that, go find you a sissy. Go find you a sissy. Okay, go find you a man that's going to allow you to have go allow you to put your thought of the plan in there as well. Exactly. Y'all know there's a lot of men trying to put women in this position. He ain't got no damn plan. All right, I got a plan and I got resources. I'm not about to waste my plan and resources on no woman that don't understand that just because she wants to be heard. Okay? For sure. For sure. I had somebody ask me, well, you don't want a woman that's a strong backbone woman? No, I don't. I don't need her to be strong in the way of being loud. I need her being strong in the way of being able to follow the plan and being able to have any back work, any private work that needs to be done for the plan. Yeah, we do work together. It's my plan and we're going to carry it out. For sure. Because if she really hears my plan, it shouldn't be no adjustments. My plan is perfect. My plan is needed. My plan is right where it needs to be. It doesn't need no woman's touch. It doesn't. Only thing I need a woman's touch for is to really, make my house homey and, make the surrounding pleasant. But as far as the plan is concrete. Okay, for sure. Any emotional, intelligent woman can see, oh man, he got the plan. Let me just follow it. Okay? But when you try to come in and try to adjust it to your comfortability-ness, if that's the word it is now, all right, that's where problems come in. Because you're trying to bring your uninformed, your comfortability to a place where, your comfortability is not going to be comfortable here. All right, exactly. Women need to just give the man support on their plan, not try to come in and steer the man from his plan. And you got a lot of women that'll say, well, what if his plans don't ever come through? And well, I'm not talking about him. That don't sound like a man with a plan. Because I know my plan. If something goes left, I have a counter to get back to the original plan. I'm not changing my plan. Exactly. It's okay to ask questions about the plan. Of course, I don't want y'all to think I'm saying she can't say no. Ask questions like, okay, babe, you want to be able to build this? Okay, so what's the purpose of building that? Just so I can understand the lineage, so I can understand the link to the get, so I can better insert myself. All right. To me, that's a good woman. That's a good phrase to start off with your man. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, okay, what's the full plan? I'm not here to deter it, but let me just hear the. But you got women that'll come in and say, I don't like that plan. I don't want to do that. It sounds like a slave. Well, go be free then. Because this is what I need you to do until things crack, until we can really enjoy the fruits of the labor. This needs to be done. Work got to be put in. This ain't no Cinderella story. And I tell every woman I have, this ain't no Cinderella story. You understand that, right? And they understand. They fall in line. Women that ain't never had a man talk to them like this before. And I know this. All right? But men need to lead with an iron fist. I definitely believe that. Okay? Letting a woman tell you how to be a man is the number one way for a man to lose his essence. I'm going to say it again. For a man to allow a woman to tell him how to be a man is the fastest way to lose his essence. Okay, as a man. A lot of y'all men has literally was raised by your mama, and your mama has literally told you how to be a man. You have yet to go to a man and see and understand how to be a man. Because when you understand how to be a man, a woman's words does not change you. Okay? All right? It doesn't change you. All right? Now, if her words are helpful, it will help you. It will assist you. All right? But it will not change you. All right. Now, again, we're not talking about everybody's situation. We do understand some of y'all women laid down with men that didn't have plans, and I blame you. Okay. Now, for those women that was dealing with men that had plans for them, and then you had a kid and things went left, that's totally different. But some of y'all women, I'm not giving y'all no validation. Y'all, he was piss poor when you met him. He smelled good. Y'all had some fun. You opened your legs up. You wore no condom. He nutted in you, and y'all had a kid. And now you want him to be the best father ever. That's not how things work. Okay, and that's why women wasn't allowed to date back in the day. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know women are just literally just started being able to date? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? For all my ladies that's from my community, did y'all know that? Did y'all know y'all wasn't allowed to date on your? Did y'all know y'all had to have an escort? Everywhere you went, women couldn't be seen out by themselves. Women couldn't be seen out with another man. That was against the law. Did y'all know that? You know why y'all don't know that? Because the feminist movement didn't allow y'all to remember that. Somebody say can't blame an undeveloped person, but very predatory behavior. Well, stop getting preyed on. Stop being easy bait. You women are easy bait. All a man got to do is say, make y'all laugh and show y'all a good time for 2 weeks, and y'all think it, and then boom. Was it predatory? Or were you trying to act fast? You said he was 15 years old or 9 years older than you. I mean, I'm sure he had signs, you know, especially if he was older, if he's been doing that. Are you his first mother of his kids? I'm sure you're not the only one. Look, I could be totally wrong. All right. It's the woman's fault for opening their legs. All right. It's the woman's fault for opening up their legs. All right. You can't get preyed upon if you close your legs. And for some reason, women in our community do not want to hear that. I literally get women from my community bash me and say, oh, I can't believe you're holding men accountable. I said, men gonna stick their dicks in trees, stick their dicks in animals, stick their dicks in other men, come on now, what are we talking about? Close your legs. Okay? Close your legs. No woman can blame no man. Close your legs. Are we not seeing the cycle? Close your legs. If you really want to be sure, close your legs. That's my motto for all my daughters. If you want to be sure, close your legs. If you really want this kid to have the best family, the best situation, you better be sure about that damn man. I done took women out the country. I done took women to different trips they ain't never been on and telling me they love me. Right? I was like, this all I had to do? A lot of y'all women are easy. Okay? Exactly, Sammy. Most men think with their dicks. So understand this for women. Why are y'all so quick to open up y'all legs? Oh my goodness. The nerve of women to blame men. Y'all act like y'all haven't said. Before he had sex, he said, hey, I'm going to be a great father. I'm going to be the amazing dad. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. You know, and damn well he didn't say that. That vagina was wet. It felt great, you know, and boom. Y'all know, guys, you chose to share it, but a lot of women is going through that. Is what I'm saying. Y'all, a lot of women blame the dad. Well, you know, if his father, because I'm sure if me and you was to meet, right, and I didn't know anything about your past, you would literally throw all the blame on him, okay? I'm for sure. All right, I'm sure you wouldn't have no accountability if me and you met. Let's say this live didn't happen and I just met you, you know, and you were single, and I say, hey, how you doing? Boom, 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 boom. And I'm asking, hey, how's your kid's father? You will lead with, he ain't shit. He ain't been there for 11 years. He ain't He ain't did it. He ain't did it. And I'm asking you, well, how long were y'all together before that? See, before I date people, I break them down. I ask these type of questions. Okay, well, how did, you know, what kind of man was he before that? Was he a good father? Was he a good, all right? Because if you didn't see that, all right, let me tell you how easy it is for men. Right now, a lot of y'all women don't get flued out, all right? A lot of y'all, I'm going to say it again, a lot of y'all women don't get flued out. And if you do get flued out, a lot of the man that's trying to fly you out, he probably, you know, he's real overly sexual. A lot of y'all women has never got flued out. Literally had a great time where you didn't feel like pressure to have sex. You know, you had your own hotel, you had your, you know, and you flew back home. All right. Y'all never really felt that before. Now, let me ask you a question. Let me show you some game. All right. Let's say, and a lot of men won't do this because maybe they don't have the resource or the patience. All right. Imagine you getting flued out. OK, you getting flued out. Because this is how most women and fellas, this is literally how you can get 99.9% of the woman that you fly out. All right. Soon as you fly them out, you don't even pressure about sex. Get their own room. All right. Because every time I've done that, the woman would always suggest, well, can I just stay with you? You see what I'm saying? Can I just stay with you? And I always say, well, I mean, just so you can be comfortable, I think you should just get your own hotel. You know, I just want you to realize, yeah, we're going to have a good time. You know, when you show that, yo, these women literally bust their legs wide open. All right. And I be trying to tell women, a lot of y'all women don't understand. Y'all haven't experienced certain things. So when a guy comes in and gives you something that you never had before, you're going to do things you never done before. I've seen it. You know how many women have told me, I have never let a guy, I've never felt like this for a guy, this fast, this, that. And I be knowing because I know they've never done this before. It sounds so cute of them when they say things like, I will never just do this and do this. And then a week later, they're doing exactly what they said they wouldn't be doing. You women are children. Okay? It's so easy. Okay? It's so easy. Because as soon as you get flued out, the first thing you're going to do is do a post. You're going to make a post. All right. Y'all literally be going out the country. Y'all act like y'all be by yourselves. Y'all be having the camera going all around. You got flued out, woman. Okay? It'd be the most respectable women. Yo, let's like... and I gotta speak from experience, y'all. These women be trying to talk so respectable. I respect myself. I can't see how women just fly out and just do everything. And then that same exact woman would be the same exact type that she's talking down on. Man, these women are delusional. And then they get pregnant from being fast and then blame the dad for not being there. Like, whoa, wait a minute. That was never the arrangement. And that's why I try to tell women, y'all have the burden more than the man, because a man can come stick his penis in you and just run off. That's why back in the day, y'all wasn't supposed to be dating different men. It was more sacred. So when I hop my ass on here talking about poly, like I have multiple women, I get these masculine ass women say, well, why can't women have multiple men? Yo, that's that masculinity. It's the masculinity, y'all. And we need more men like myself speaking up. Y'all better stop being scared of these women. They not going nowhere. Y'all ever realize that? Women ain't going nowhere. We can be honest with these women, fellas. All right. As a man, we always thought, damn, if we honest with them, they're going to leave us. Where they going? Men, where they going? They're not going to date each other. And if they do, it's only going to be temporary. Most of these women that's bi, they are not bi. They're just having fun, all right? Because if a real man came and really put them, and they really followed, you will see women turn into straight softballs. All right? Now, I didn't say all men had the capacity to lead. But my thing is, why can't you find one that does have the capacity to lead? That's my question for the women. You're right. All men don't have the capacity to lead. But why can't women find the man that can? Because I think they understand that there's few of those men, and they understand those men has to be shared. Yeah, that's what I try to tell you. I'll try and tell you, I see exactly what's about to happen in the future. Y'all gonna see an influctuation of polygamy. All right, you're going to see men start to really build their resources. You're going to see men start to be more honest with women, because it's the reason why you're going to start seeing more men honest with women, because the men that lie is going to start seeing the men that's honest having their way. Like, whoa, wait a minute. He got 2 women living with him, and he honest with them. Shit, let me get my money right. Let me get my resources together, so I ain't got a lot no more. Those same young men are going to start learning the real game. You can be honest with them and still keep them, as long as you have your resources lined up, and especially if you have a plan. Oh my goodness. You ladies that's masculine, you ladies saying, I ain't dating that, y'all isn't for a rude awakening. Okay? Y'all gonna be left with the scrapes. That's why you get women saying things like, there ain't no good men left. No, there are good men. There are some good men left. All right. They're not good men left on your level. All right. Good men that you are trying to find. No. That man isn't available. Nah. Y'all women are going to have to share. It's just what it is. And you can scrunch your face up and say, loose here, devil. I would never. Okay, that's fine. You're going to get cheated on. And that's why most monogamous women get cheated on. Of course, somebody going to say, well, I'm not getting cheated on. Well, whatever. Okay? Whatever. You're right. It's not easy to have multiple women at all. You have to learn how each one thinks. You have to really learn how to lead. It's like, it's way easier to be a monogamous than it is polygamous. But being polygamous has way more rewards than just being monogamous, because being a monogamous is a bunch of lies. It's a lot of lies in monogamy. Okay? It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, good question. EP said you touched on plans. Touch on the plans men are supposed to have. So this is the plan that I think men are supposed to have. All right. Now, Peasy, are we talking about a man that's uninformed or a man that's informed? Because I can give you 2 plans. All right. I can give you 2 routes, because let's just, so I'm gonna give you both. All right. Let's say a man that's not informed, right? Let's say a man that doesn't know contract law, that doesn't know trust law. All right. But he's a hard working man and he can make things happen, meaning he has multiple streams of income. He has resources. He's able to provide more than one family. Okay. So what is the plan for him? All right. First and foremost, he has to be honest with his woman. All right. Let her know, like, hey, I love you. I want you a part of my plan, but I do also understand that on my journey, there are things that you probably can't help me with that I probably would need another woman for. I really, truly think men need to look at their woman in the eyes and be honest. Okay? When you can look at a woman and tell her, I want you a part of my process. I want you on the boat, but I do see in aspects that you won't help me. All right. Because some women may be great home home protectors, meaning they make sure the home is protected. They make sure, you eat, give you encouragement, affirmation, all right? But she might not be good on business. You see what I'm saying? She might not understand the, stocks, trading, and things like that, in which he might have another woman that is amazing. And some people might say, well, why did he have to date that woman? Why he can't just hire somebody? Because imagine that situation. Remember, he sees that he has a woman at home that he loves. She's great. She keeps the house together. Okay, she's a homemaker. All right. Now, when it comes to his business, that's why you see so many men marry their secretaries, because it starts as business professional first, but it's hard not to ignore that attraction. I've dated my secretaries before. Okay. And it was amazing. All right. Literally. That's why you see y'all ever see the movies when these CEOs, they divorce their wife and they start dating their secretaries? Why is that? Because the CEO is boss is spending so much time with the secretary, because the secretary, he needs to know, hey boss, what do you have this call? Hey, you have this call. Hey, you have this call. Hey, you have this call. And as a boss, you appreciate that. Like, damn, appreciate that, man. I wouldn't know where I would be if it wasn't for my business. As far as his home, he's telling the other woman, hey, I don't know where my home would be if it wasn't for you. So he loves them both equally, just in a different capacity. Okay, and some women can't understand that. Some women, we need women to organize us. Yes, Sheena, we need women to organize us. We need a woman to organize our home. We need a woman to help us organize our business. You can't, it's not, and 9 times out of 10, you don't get both of those in one woman. And a lot of y'all women think y'all are. I'm both. No, you're not. Okay? Because have you been successful in business? Because most women that are successful in business, they're not as successful at, being a homemaker. All right? Because they're too much of bosses. They might have a maid service. They might have their own cook. Them women ain't cooking. Them women ain't, taking care of a home. Why? Because they're too busy in their business. Every time. So as a man, I'm looking at how can you add value to the empire? Okay. Now, again, we're talking about a man that's not informed. Okay. Meaning he has to be an ultra provider, okay? And it's going to be hard on him because he doesn't have the answers as the man that's informed. So he's going to be, working double jobs, working 3 jobs, or if you have a business, you know what I'm saying? Like he's going to be trying to do it that way, meaning his stress levels is going to be coming from keeping up the finances as well as trying to organize the women that he choose to be with him on his journey. Okay, so that's the uninformed. So let's talk about the informed man. All right, so I will use myself as an example. So what is the approach that I use? All right, for the women that I have. All right, it's really straightforward. It's literally straightforward. They can't work. All right, now you got to understand, most women that hear that, like, oh, you want me to quit my job? Most men that say that, they just want to control you. All right. Now, I never had a woman tell me that because I've explained exactly why she can't have a job if she dates me. All right. It's simply because the time that you're spending at work, that little funky ass $20 an hour, that little $30 an hour, $40 an hour, $50 an hour, that does not do anything for what we need to build amongst each other. I need you studying. I need you reading. I need you applying. I need you to download ChatGPT and download the premium service and spend all your time with. I need you to cut all your friends off. All right. That's how I operate. And, some women say, oh, hell no, you sound like a slave master. I said, well, that's what it sounds like. Well, give me, go and grab me my whip and chain. All right, because that is not what it is. All right, that's just basically a plan. I need your full focus. This is not you trying to find your passion because, hey, woman, go find your passion on your own damn time. I have a plan over here. Okay, I have a plan. All right, I don't want to hear about no damn lash tech, nail tech, no motherfucking. I want to go do hair. I ain't hearing none of that shit. Okay. I don't want to hear none of that. All right, go be normal. All right, I need my woman understanding contract, trust. All right, I need her having babies. You see what I'm saying? And I don't need her worried about money. Most of y'all big built savage women that's masculine won't. What about my coins? What about my coins? What about my coins? Had me go get a bunch of quarters and throw it at your ass. Here's your coins, goddamn. Okay? So I don't need my women thinking about no damn, I need my own. Or, yeah, because I'm going to set you up on your own. You're going to have your own trust. You're going to have your own dynasty trust. All right? The women I have right now, okay, they have dynasty trust set up. They have a trust set up. Okay, literally, that's mandatory. As soon as we start dating, boom, we need to make this. We need to make this. First of all, you sign this non-disclosure first and foremost. Because you say anything afterwards, anything, I'm suing you $250,000 for sure. All right, for sure. So that's what comes with dating me. So that's what I'm saying. If a man had a plan, he has to be able to really set his women up. It ain't even about sex. I got one of my, I was about to say her name. I'll reveal names probably never. All right, but one of the youngest one that I deal with right now, we haven't even had intercourse. Okay. All right, we haven't even had, because it's not about that. Now I'm sure, she wants to, I'm sure. Okay. But I'm building her. You know what I'm saying? I'm instilling so much into her. She's 24. All right. And I told her, like, the things that other 20-year-olds going through and these 30-year-old women, these 40-year-old women going through, you're never going to have to go through. All right. You're not going to have this defense wall put up where you're in survival mode. I'm going to make sure of it. All right. She quit her job the second day. All right, I said, I need you to quit your job. I need you to do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put you on the payroll. All right, but I need you doing this. And she's doing phenomenal. Okay. All right. Does phenomenal. Do we talk to each other every day? No, we don't. And one thing I love about her is because she don't be pressing like that. I can't stand it. Well, why haven't you hit me up today? Why haven't I heard you? You might not hear from me today, woman. Go do what I told you to do. Okay? So seeing that, all right, that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And she's young. All right, I'm 33. She's 24. All right, I never thought ever to date someone in their mid. Like what? All my women that I've dated was always older than me. 38, 45, 40. You know what I'm saying? I never dated younger women. Because I always thought they was too mature. I was like, I need somebody that's experienced. But these experienced women, they're damaged. Oh my gosh, it's so much work. It's so much work with older women. Because you basically have to be something that they've never seen before. Okay, so now the one that's I have that's 24, it's like it's no compatibility. It's crazy because it's like, damn, I see the pureness. Like she haven't been through certain. A YN has not destroyed her yet. Well, not yet. The YN's never going to destroy her because I'm there. You see what I'm saying? So she doesn't have to being catching a woman at the young 20s. I mean, talking about those IG models. She's not on social media like that. All right. This is a student that was coming to my class, literally was driving to my class. She's 23 at the time, 23 years old, driving from Maryland to Chicago, driving from Maryland to New York just to see me teach. And I said, dang, I've seen you before. And it was ironic because I said, yo, I'm about to just strictly start dating my students. I don't know if y'all remember me saying that, like right after I said that, it's like, boom. Man. Yes, man. YNs destroy so many women, man. I was a YN. I done destroyed so many women being young, lying to them. So I see why older men date younger women because, man, they listen. You can put them on something. They don't know. They don't have this survival instinct. They don't have this big wall put up. You see what I'm saying? Older women do. Because they've been dating for so many different men. You done had sex with 100 different men, experienced 100 different. So now you like all men are the same. So yeah, man, yeah, for sure. So that's the plan. So let me finish. So that's the plan I have for her. That's the plan I have with all my women. You know, it's not no, you can't work with me. You know, it's no working the job. It's no doing your own thing. It's no, well, I'm really passionate with this. Because as soon as I ask you, well, would you do it for free? And as soon as you say no, I'm going to tell you, hey, throw that shit away then. All right, throw that shit away. We're not doing that. We're not doing nothing that you wouldn't do for free. I don't want to hear about no lash tech, no fucking nail tech. I don't want to hear nothing about none of that. All right, we learn about contracts, we learn about trust, we learn about our rights, all right, and we're building on learning about different dimensions, all right, so that's what me and her is strong on, like talking about different dimensions and things like that, and just to see her progression is wow. And I tell her, man, I tell her I'm more excited for her than for me to see what she's going to be able to do in 10 years. I told her, I said, man, 10 years, you're going to be, what, 33, 34? Sheesh. Like, and I told her, we got plenty of time to just imagine what you're going to be able to do at the age of 33. Imagine what you're going to be able to do at the age of 20, 27. Like, you can't fail with me. The only way you can fail with me is if you go against me. That's the only way. That's the only way. You know what I'm saying? So that's the plan that I think men have to. You got to be able to have a plan for the woman to hear it and see it. You can't just say, I got money, you good. That don't work, man. I got money, you good. You ain't got to worry about it. I got money, look at all the money I got. I don't never show my women. No, my women don't even know how much money I got. They don't know my bank account. They don't know what I got. I could be broke as hell. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know how much money I have. I don't think no man should tell any woman he's dealing with how much money he has. I think that needs to be left to the man. Yeah, exactly. Before money, it was our word. Our word had to match it. Our word had to be there. All right? It wasn't no, I asked him, I asked her how much she got paid for the month. She told me how much she get paid at her job a month. And I was like, okay, how about this? I pay you that, okay, monthly, and you come and you quit your job. Exactly. So, and that's why I didn't, I always go off them. Okay, how much you get paid now? I get paid this. Okay, how about you quit your job? I give you that monthly, all right, and you basically submit to me. And if I showed y'all the text message between me and her, man, it's so beautiful. She responds so well. Oh, my God. I would love to submit to you. I would love to see. And I'm like, yo, this, okay. But first and foremost, we didn't start off dating. She started off as a student, driving to classes, learning. So she sees exactly what it is that I'm about. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really me trying to prove myself. Now it's like, okay, let's do this. And every week she gets her payment. You know what I'm saying? Now, some people may think that's pimping, may be thinking, oh, you buying them. They just want you for your money. How could I do this with no money, man? Fellas, you can't do this with no money. All right, so go ahead and take that whole, they're only going to use you for your money. Of course you can do that with money. Well, duh, brokey. You can't do this with no money. All right, because how can I go to her and tell her to quit her job if I don't have nothing to give her? How? You see what I'm saying? So now, I got her right. I pay for her ChatGPT, her Supreme ChatGPT Premium. Okay, she builds with it hours every day. All right, and all she's doing is studying, building. I told her, man, don't worry about nothing. Just build, just study, build your clarity. Use this like a safe space. Just build clarity. Now, if we don't pan out, cool, because I did that with women before and it did not pan out. Older women get comfortable. That's why I started telling myself, do I need to start dating younger women? Because these older women, they'll sit all in your face, I need you, but they so damaged, they don't even know it. Okay? They don't even know it. Okay? Now, one thing that older women do have on the younger women, they are way more sexually experienced. So, I would definitely say intercourse with older women is more pleasant to me than yeah, but yeah, for sure she's making some amazing, man. And I'm glad I made that. So right now, yeah, I got a 24-year-old and I got a 38-year-old. Yeah, but yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? I also, at the time I was dealing with a woman that was 45. So I had a 24-year-old, a 38-year-old, and then a 45-year-old. So it was like, it's like 10-year gap between all of them. So I'm like experienced. That's why I'm telling y'all, man, I'm really living life. I'm really able to observe different things. I can't call nobody to ask for no advice. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no advice. Ain't no, hey, man, how do I deal with this? These are 3 different women on 3 different levels of experience. And I can honestly say the younger one is less damaged. So, man, when you're doing this, you got to understand, man, you're going to lose some. It was, it ain't always been perfect. I don't have the same women I started out with, when I first started poly. Now, I do have one, the one that I've started with, she's still with me, but, it's been a revolving door. All right? Again, I get on here and say poly. Like, it's not perfect, y'all. I don't want y'all to think it's just like peaches and cream. Like, it's just, we just in Wonderland. Like, hell nah, man. We got to go through this. I got to go through jealousy. I got to go through, emotions. I got to make sure everybody's happy. It's almost like running a business. You got to keep all your, folks that's under your business. You got to take care of them. All right, but it's definitely been a revolving door. Did that mean I need to say, hey, I'm going monogamous? Hell no. No. I look my woman in the eyes that's been with me day one. She wasn't poly when we first, before me, she was monogamous. And you probably asked her, she would never be poly before me. You know what I'm saying? So, and she probably wouldn't be poly after me. Because I know that's not what she even thought she would be in, but she was able to, let me lead and, being open-minded. And I had told her, I remember, the first woman that we had involved, it was going good, but then things started going left. And I remember her asking me, like, are you going to just, are you going to find another woman? I said, I'm going to find another woman until I find the right woman. And I looked at her and I said, now, you going to rock with me through these times. She don't really help me find other women. So it's like, I got to kind of, I got to date. I got to mingle. We have these talks and a lot of y'all women like, what? You actually have to? I have to. All right. Have I been honest the whole time? No, I've lied before. I don't want y'all to think I've just been honest the whole goddamn time. It was things I lied to her about, and I would say I lied to protect her. I told her that too, because I understand, and of course, if I could go back, I would have took it that way. All right, but and I've learned something about myself. You have to date on your level, because if not, people will start making you resort back to your old ways. All right, what I'm saying is, imagine being honest, and then a person is still kind of having the emotions as if you're lying. All right. So sometimes as a man, we might not say that honest thing right away because we understand it's going to crush you. Now, is that right? No, it's not right at all. All right. But I honestly, it happened. Okay. It happened. All right. Now, she still rock with me. It wasn't like, nothing like cheating or anything like that. It was just like, say she asked me about a woman and she said, hey, do y'all have something? Do y'all have? And I know she doesn't like that woman, or for not good reasons. All right. Because you got to remember, some women just don't like women that seems like they all in your man's face. But my woman didn't understand my presence. All right. You got to remember, she didn't meet me the same way my 24-year-old met me. All right. She didn't meet me, like, meaning we met on Tinder, 3 years ago. All right. Literally just met. She didn't know what I did. Just a guy on Tinder. We sit down and had dinner. I'm telling her about this. And that's how that happened. She didn't know me from, oh my God, he teaches class. He teaches around the country. All right. She didn't know that. So she came into that. Okay. So when she sees a woman like all gung-ho about me, you know what I'm saying? Say, oh my gosh, man, you changed my life. In her eyes, it's like, she trying to ride your dick. She just dick riding. And sometimes I be having to tell her, like, nah, you don't understand. Like, no cockiness. I used to have to tell, like, yo, I'm like Martin Luther King. You see what I'm saying? Like, think about what Coretta Scott had to go through. And sometimes she didn't understand, and she would think, and I used to have to tell her, like, you're not even supposed to be beside me right now. Now, imagine a man telling you, like, you're not even supposed to be beside me because you really don't understand the impact that I have. And I used to tell her, like, you're gonna make me forget myself. And that's when I started lying to her, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, we had this talk already, so I don't want y'all to think I didn't have to talk with her. So that's why we have an understanding. So it was always, that's why I try to tell folks, yo, they on your low, because a lot of times that person will try to remind you of your old shadow, even though she didn't know my old shadow. But of course, when she found out I lied about something, she's like, you're just like all them other men. Da, 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 da. So, I had to explain, I did lie, I apologize. But let me tell you why I lied. Okay, I lied because you wouldn't. I shouldn't even say you wouldn't. I lied because I didn't feel comfortable with being myself when you asked me, due to the fact of how you would have reacted. And every time you react away, I react off of that reaction. So at that moment, I lied. I said I didn't deal with her. So you wouldn't, because I didn't know if I was going to deal with her at the time. You got to remember, I'm not going to tell you every single woman. Who is that? Who is that? Oh, I'm dating her. Now it's going to look like I'm trashy. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to say, yo, I'm it's just somebody, we're cool. We getting to know each other. It's nothing serious, because it wasn't nothing serious. All right. So now when it did become something serious, now it was, I thought you said it was, y'all wasn't like that. I thought you. And that's which brings me back to my point. Like, that communication has to be there. A lot of women think they're making a safe haven, but it's not. Like, because if I tell you something and your whole body language says something else, yeah, your words say something else, but I'm looking at your body language. And body language is huge for me. Because if I turn around and I say, hey, man, how you feel about this woman right here? And the first thing you do is just... Why do you always bring up other women? Why? And every time she said that, I'll be ready to have her pack her bags and leave. Because I'm like, listen, man, you're going to either be down or you're going to have to go. Okay? Either be down or you're going to have to go. So when I seen that, so, so I don't want y'all to think it was just like I've just been perfect this whole time. Because no, you got to remember, I just started being poly, I want to say 4 years ago. 4 years ago. So, it's been growing pains, and I can definitely say this is where I'm supposed to be as far as moving in this manner. But it's a revolving door. It's a revolving door. But that's my answer to the question. I don't want to be long-winded. But so that's my answer to a question, to a man, that what type of plan should a man have for his woman or his women? All right. He has to be able to put them in the situation of getting out of survival mode. All right. And you can't really do that being broke. OK, unless you have a place that you can bring them all to one place. You got to remember, some women don't want to do that. Some women don't want to be living on top of each other, or, so that means the man has to have even more resources to be able to get multiple spots. Like, hey, I'm going to put you here. Hey, I'm going to put you here. Hey, I'm going to put you here. All right. So I guess that's the compromising. All right. But yeah, y'all, when a man is really can have his finances together and have a plan, I would definitely say off the rip, tell the woman that plan, let her know, hey, I need more than one woman. Go ahead and let her decide early. All right. No, all of them is not going to rock. All right. It might be that one that you really like. Don't lie to her, man, because if you lie to her and say, yeah, you all I want, and then because by the time she really realizes your plan, now it's like everything you say is shit, it's trash, like it's unworthy. And when a man loses his word, you know, that's his bond. All right, I would definitely say it just from experience, just be straight up from the get-go. And it's easier to be straight up like that, you know, when you have resources, because you don't mind losing a woman. You know, you don't mind like saying, let's say she say, well, no, I don't want to rock with that. You're okay because you got the resource, and there will be other women. Fellas, there's so many women out here. So if a woman tells you, no, I ain't rocking with that, let her go. Because also what I've noticed, when you let a woman go, when you don't really press it, they always come back. It's like a boomerang. They always come back. I got so many women reaching back out to me saying, hey, I really been seeing what you've been talking about, Poly. You know what? If the right man came by, I think I would try it. They always say that shit, y'all. You probably see women commenting on my page, you know, having to change of heart. Like, you know, if he had a plan, only if, I probably would. So at the end of the day, y'all, the women don't really care. All right, they just got to get over this masculine and this ego-ness about themselves. But when you actually have a plan, especially when a woman can see you taking care of another woman, oh my God. Oh my God. When a woman can see you taking care of another woman, that also is a plus. That is also a plus. Okay? That's also a plus. Man. Now, would poly be, you know, I don't think I would have been doing poly if I didn't run into contract law and trust law. You know, I don't really have to physically come out of pocket for things, you know. I can really set them up. So imagine if I had 3 women, I set them up, create them a dynasty trust. I create them a living trust as well. All right, now I have their dynasty trust affiliated with my dynasty trust up under my empire. All right, now I can set them up with a private equity group because I have my own private equity group. All right, now my private equity group can do business with their private equity group. You know, their dynasty trust can do business with my dynasty trust. So many things happen right there, and that's what I feel like true family private banking is. You know, I'm building a conglomerate, so all my women is like their own entities, if you will. So it's not nothing where they coming up under me. We all have our own thing. That's why I promise every woman that I've dealt with, like that's literally taken those steps with me, there is no going back to what you knew. Like, meaning once you start with me, like the worst case scenario, you're going to be better than it was when you came in. Because if let's say we divorce, like say we break up or we just stop dealing with each other, you still have that dynasty trust. You still have that living trust. You still have the information that we went over. You still know how to use technology. You see what I'm saying? Most women that get in a situation, their biggest fear is, what if I'm left with nothing? What if he takes everything? What if I'm homeless? Now, if you've been dating me this whole time and that's your fear, that's your damn fault. That's your damn fault. How you been dating me this whole time and that's still your biggest fear? Simple. So yeah, it's not all peaches and cream. All right. The outside world is going to disrespect your women. All right. My women get disrespected all the time, and that's why I don't show them. You know, it's because it's nothing positive comes from me showing y'all my women. All right, yeah, y'all say, oh yeah, it's great, that's great, that's great, but at the back of a lot of people's mind is, man, them women stupid. I could never. You know what I'm saying? So it's best to just live privately. All right, so and I understand this. You know, I'm cool with. I'm not worried about people finding out, but I'm more worried for them because I don't want their world to, you know, their family saying this about them. That, you know, and I understand how that is. So to protect them, you know, I don't say any names or anything like that. And a lot of people say, well, we don't see him. Why we need to see him? Because what is there to prove? We understand our life. I understand exactly how my life is going. You know what I'm saying? Every time. So as men, that's what you should be doing with women, just being honest. And I feel like the more men that do that, it's going to force women to be polygamous, because you're going to still have these pool of women that saying, man, I ain't doing that. And those are going to be the women that's going to get cheated on by all the ain't shit guys. All right, because one thing I know about women, they get lonely. All right, and one thing about a hardworking, lonely woman is, you know, as long as you got some good ding-a-ling, she gonna call you over. All right, because most of these masculine women, they don't need your money. You know, they don't even need your time. They just want some ding-a-ling. All right, literally, and those are gonna be so many, I would say, leader women. All right. Leader women are going to be the single women when it's all said and done. All you women that want to be these bosses, these big time, like, you're going to get cheated on because you're going to try to force a monogamous relationship, and men don't care about your money or your power. All right. Especially men like myself. All right. One thing I don't care about is a woman, if she came and said, I'm a boss, I got my money, I got this, I got that. Because first thing I'm going to say, well, what does that got to do with the plan that I have for you? Okay, because if all breaks fail, that's your money. That's not my money. So I don't know why women try to come to men and say, I'm independent, I got my own money. Yeah, it's cool. You got your own, you know what I'm saying? But once that dries up, what is that for? Like, what is your money for? What would it be used for? I'm trying to figure out in what situation would it be used for? All right. Men like myself are looking for sister wives. All right. Women that can operate with other women for the same goal. Not women that's looking like, she fucking my man. Man, that's childish to me, man. That's high school shit. Okay. That's high school to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me. And again, I can't speak for everyone. I'm just talking about myself. All right. I just feel like when a man really finds himself and really understands, like, hey, he can't be with one woman, he needs to look for sister wives. All right. Sister wives. Because if she's pregnant, these two can help her out. Now, if she's pregnant, these two can help her out. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it's a family. But as soon as the egos start going like, oh my gosh, he hugged her better than me. Oh, why did he give her a kiss on the forehead, but he gave me a kiss on my lips? You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't run nothing with women like that. All right. You can't build with women that's thinking, oh my gosh, right? Those are cancerous to teams. That's no different. Somebody on the basketball team, well, why don't I get 4 shots a game? Why don't I get my points? I don't get any points. I'm just a rebounder. I don't want to be Dennis Rodman. Forgetting Dennis Rodman is a Hall of Famer. You see what I'm saying? You got some women that want to score the ball. They want to be the star player. I want to be number one. No, you're better at rebounding. You're better at team morale, keeping the team up. Okay, you're better at that. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for women that can be star in their roles, I'm not looking for women that want to be the star all about them. All right. I'm not looking for no women like that. All right. No women like that at all. Women that's always in the damn camera, always say, hey guys, it's my birthday. I can't deal with women like that. I need women that, what you need, coach? What you need, coach? Oh, you need me to just rebound, coach? Cool. I'll just rebound. I won't even look to shoot. I'll just set picks, rebound, do all that, because that's what we need. If we can control the board, we can control the game. And we got our defender. I need you to lock down their best player. Can you do that? No, you're not going to get the ball. No, you're not going to get all the praise, but I need you to lock down their best defender. Can you do that? Yes, coach. All right, now my star player, okay? I need you to be the star. I need you to set the example, okay? I need you to, when things are going wrong, I need you to keep your composure up. I need you to be a leader. Y'all didn't know the leader also follows another leader. Did y'all know in the locker room, there's a leader in the locker room? Every team is supposed to have a leader in the locker room. Did y'all know a lot of times in the locker room, the leader, a lot of times isn't the best player? Did y'all realize? Did y'all know that? Most people would think the best player on the team should be the leader. Okay, that's not true. In situations like, let me say a couple of guys, great guys, by the way, Kevin Durant. All right, great player, but he's not a leader in the locker room. All right, you're not bringing KD in to lead. All right, vocally, you're lead by example, yeah, but as far as galvanizing the guys and hey, y'all, we need. Okay. So I need as far as the star player, that's the number one. I don't like to say number one because, you know, when women head, oh, am I the second woman, the third woman, the fourth woman? I don't even really like to say numbers. You know, it's just, hey, this is you. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. This is what you're here for. Okay. And it can be done, family. Like I said, as long as when you find those pieces to a championship team, man, that's when you start making dynasties. All right. Championship after championship. Will LeBron say, not one championship, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six. All right. Championships. Okay. Achievements as a family. We're not here to win regular season games. We're here to win championships. What Kobe Bryant said, we're here to put up banners. Okay? And I want to marry every last one, to have a ceremony. Every last one is going to get their own ceremony. It ain't going to be we all get married at the same time. No, you're going to get your special ceremony with your family. All right? We're going to do, okay, your ceremony with your family. You know, that's my view of polygamy, y'all. That's my view. That is my view. That's my, that's what I view as heaven. And then I look at 10 years down the line, us consistently building. And hey, we might add another one. All right. It might be 4 women. Okay. Because someone tells me, well, how are you going to do all that? And I don't really think people understand how much money does help things. All right. Because with the more money, you can do more. All right. You can have more. Meaning, let me make an example. Let's say I had 4 women and I literally got a plot of land. She got her own mansion. 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 They have their own places, meaning they can set up their homes how they want to. They're not overlapped on the other woman. OK, everyone has their time. A lot of y'all can't visualize that because you instantly go to the negatives. Like, what if I get lonely or something like that? What if, That's what I'm looking at, family. Yeah, it's like a spider web for real, for sure. But the thing is, the team is only going to go as far as the women. I would honestly say the women are the most important parts in this situation. All right, because without them, it can't go according. Of course, I can want it all day. As a coach, you can want it for your players all day. All right, but if they don't buy in, if they don't see the coach's plan and say, you know what, I'm ready to run through a wall for my coach. All right, because those are 2 different teams. A team that will run through the wall for their coach versus a team that goes against their coach. That is 2 completely different teams. All right, and I don't want no one around me that won't run through a wall for me. Yeah. And because, I might run into women that say, who you think you are? Like, you think you're God? Who you think you are? I'm not here to go to have a man tell me what to, who's going to win with a woman like that? Who? She can win by herself, and any woman that's winning by herself is losing. Don't let that go over your head. Don't let that go over your head. Any woman that's winning by herself is losing. Don't let that go over your head. Because look at it, woman. You women that think you're winning right now, right? By yourself, you're doing it on your own. Do you not understand when a man comes in with a plan, all those accomplishments go out the door? Did y'all know that? So why you saying, I got my own this, I got my own that, okay, so what do you do when a boss comes in and say, well, we don't need all that. I need you to move in with me. I need to focus on my business. What if a man does that? You see how you women don't even understand that? Because that's another thing. Women really don't look down the years. Women always look right in front of them. They don't look down the line. Okay, yeah, I'm a boss now, but what am I going to do if I get a man that comes in and leads me? They don't never think about that. Because in their mind, they're telling themselves, well, I'm a boss. Well, a man is going to have to match me. Ain't no boss matching you, woman. What are we doing? But, some people don't realize that. And I'm going to be the voice until October for sure. All right? For sure. So for y'all that came in, just so I can, the message of the day is I don't feel like women should have rights. That's basically what the live was about. I don't think women should have rights. And here's why. Because I don't think they've had rights long enough to say the things they've been saying. Women just got rights around the 50s, 40s. I could be wrong. All right. Which was 60 years ago? 80 years ago? Yeah, nobody can be on my ass. I can't get canceled, man. That's what I'm saying. And one thing I've learned about women, they're going to listen. You see what I'm saying? Women always try to act like they leaving. Like, I ain't listening to this shit. They hated Kevin Samuels, right? But you always seen them on Kevin Samuels' comments. So that's one thing I learned about women. They'll say they're going to leave, but they ain't going nowhere. All right, fellas, where are they going? All right, where are women going? That's why we need to start telling them the truth. We used to tell them the truth, and they didn't go nowhere. All right, so I don't know why we started lying to them. These women ain't going nowhere, bro. And I hold my beer and I'll show you they ain't going nowhere. I'm going to create a woman's only group, and I'm going to show you how packed it's going to be. All right, I'm going to have a free woman's group. All right, a free woman's group of me just getting women in line. Some men going to send their wives to these groups. Some men going to send their girlfriends to these groups. Some dads going to send their daughters to this group. All right, and I'm going to show y'all. You just got to be persistent with them. The problem is these men nowadays, they'll say something to the women will bite back, and then the man will fold his tail and walk away. See, you got to stand up when they start barking. You got to bark louder. I would bark loud as shit right now, but I don't want to wake nobody up. You got to bark back. They going to call you sassy. They going to call you a sissy. They going to call you all that. All right, but once you make that breakthrough, all right, you're going to start seeing, I just want to say thank you for having patience with me. You really have shown me that men are merciful. You are really showing me men have grace. Because if I was you, I would have been stopped. I would have been left me alone. Yeah. This group about to be so damn big. And we banishing any woman that speaks out and say, this is wrong. Straight up. I'm probably going to build this I'm probably going to make this group next month. It ain't going to be long. So for this next month, I'm just going to be saying a bunch of wild shit like women's rights need to be removed immediately. Immediately. Banished. For sure. For sure. All right, I'm about to build a class. Me and my chat GBT about to build a class. I'm gonna have my chat GBT give me quantum Black Mirror Codex version of the history of women. And I'm gonna build a course so women can learn themselves. All right, we're gonna break down everything. Okay? Everything, because I understand women have forgotten their role. Y'all used to be happy in y'all roles. Okay? We used to be happy. Okay? Let's just say another woman ruined it for other women. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. One woman ruined it for all other women. That's all I'm going to say. It was that single woman that went to the other women. All right? And by the way, I'm going to say it. Women that did not like men influence women that men were the problem. I'm going to say that again. Women that do not sexually, emotionally, or physically like men are the reason why women think it's the man's problem. I'm saying lesbian women are the ones that convinced women that they don't need men. I'm going to say that again. Lesbian women, okay? Your women like Hillary Clinton's and shit like that. All right? They don't want to say she's lesbian. She's, all right? And again, I don't have anything against lesbian, okay? I have lesbian followers. I have gay followers. Y'all know I don't have anything against those. All right? So, but I do speak facts, okay? The feminist movement was led by lesbian women. I'm going to say it again. The feminist movement was led by lesbian women. All right. So that's why you see women saying things like, I don't need a man, because lesbians say the same thing. I don't need a man. Damn, I don't even like men. Okay. So now imagine building up a campaign. All right. Building up a campaign of feminist movement. Now you get the women to speak out. You gotta remember, the women have a huge heart. Now, which the huge heart now has ushered in the Black Lives Matter movement, which was led by 3 lesbians, and also the LGBTQ community. All right. As you can see, those communities are hand in hand. Okay. Hand in hand. All right. So meaning, if it wasn't for the feminist movement, you wouldn't see this big mass fluctuation of drag queens reading to children. I blame feminist women. All right. Feminist women. And again, it was lesbians that started that whole aura, all right, because it was lesbians that wanted to go work. It was lesbians that was cutting their nipples and trying to get into the military. It was lesbians that was doing this. Okay? Soft women wasn't trying to get into the damn military. But they didn't differentiate the two at the time. They just said women want to work. Women want to. No, those was the lesbians that was speaking up. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we don't talk about that enough. Yeah, I'm a historian. Okay? We don't talk about it enough. All right? And again, one of my closest friends is a lesbian, okay? One of my closest friends is a lesbian. And she can have this talk, she'll have this talk too. You know what I'm saying? But yes, yes, it was the lesbians that went to those soft mamas, the soft women, because who was these soft women being cool with? Lesbians. So they stay telling these soft women, you're letting him talk to you like that? How can you let him talk to you like that? It was the soft women saying, Frank, he's just being the man. I should have had dinner ready. He's right. I should have had dinner ready. It's 7:00. I should have had dinner ready. The lesbian saying, he can find his own food. He a grown man. You don't got to be his servant. It was the lesbian. Just like women nowadays, all these masculine ass women that see a soft woman cooking and cleaning and doing everything. And women say, how could you do all that? He better be paying all bills. And she's saying, no, we don't. We go 50-50 and I still clean. I still cook and I still. Women say, you're crazy. I would never. Because clearly the essence of motherhood or the essence of a woman is not removed just because a man is not doing something. That shit is deep, y'all. And a lot of y'all women are too immature to even know what that is. A man isn't supposed to change your essence of a woman, just like a woman isn't supposed to change the essence of a man. Imagine telling yourself, I don't want to be a woman because these men aren't good enough. Or maybe you're not getting no good men because you've never been a good woman. You ever thought about that? Any? You ever thought about that? You ever thought about that? I don't think they have. Okay? Women have lost the essence of being a woman. They literally say, I'm not doing that and he not providing. Like, what? A lot of y'all women are lost, and that's why I feel like a lot of y'all women need y'all rights taken away. Freedom of speech needs to be removed from some women. Majority. Y'all need to vote and have like 5 women speak on behalf of y'all. All right, but having all women get this talk, man, hell no. I don't believe in that. Call me misogynistic, call me a whatever. All right, I'm from the man of old. All right, and I definitely don't think women should have rights. Yep, I said it. Yep, and them same women that disagree gonna be in my class next month. All right, because it's gonna be a free class. It's gonna be a free class. No, I ain't gonna do a free class. No, I'm gonna make y'all pay. Yeah, I'll make y'all pay. I'm gonna do a woman's class. I'm gonna make y'all pay $88. Okay, 88 per person. It's never gonna be any sexual. It's not gonna be anything about sexual in these classes. It's gonna be straight the history of women. It's the history of laws, the history of rights, how the womanhood was, how the house was. Y'all about to get this information. Y'all know how they took home economics out of school, and a lot of y'all women don't know how to cook. We about to bring some home economics. We gonna call it a woman's economics class. Yes. Teach y'all how to follow a man. Okay? I don't expect no feminists to be in there. All right? I expect all the soft cupcake women in there, I have a huge heart and I just keep getting abused. I need all them women to report to the front. Yeah, Sammy, yeah, you in there. Yeah, for sure. And I'm going to bring some women in there, some names that y'all know, to come in there and speak. Yeah, we the only feminine women. Ain't no muscle-built women in there. None. All right, none. If your arm's bigger than mine, you can't come in. Meaning from working out too much. No big-built women, okay? We don't like that anyway. I don't know no man that want to feel biceps. The hell? I remember dating a girl that she was always working out. Like, girl, your leg hard as hell, man. I don't like this. I like soft thighs. I like the thighs to jiggle when you walk. Okay? Yeah, no bodybuilders, man. Get that out of here. That is not cute. Yeah, like, what are you working at? What are you working hard? What are you working out so hard for? Why are you pumping so much iron? Men pump iron to, release testosterone. Why is a woman in there benching more than me? Okay? Why? Now, that might be a fetish for some men. All right? Just how, BBW women is a fetish for some men. Okay? It's a fetish. It's a fetish. Exactly. Women are supposed to be soft. They not supposed to be hard, smack their ass and what? Ass hard as hell. Cause she been working on her glutes non-stop. You better be going to some type of marathon. Like, what are you working so hard for? The family needs to fall asleep on you. It ain't supposed to be hard when we lay on you. Yeah, we want our women soft, subtle. Leave the pumping arm for us. Yeah, I ain't saying, yeah, get your cardio, you know. But y'all be in there pumping iron. Like, walking out the damn gym with a 15-minute swole ready to beat somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, women are... Yeah, that's the wrong brick house. Back in the day, that she's a brick house. Lady stack, and that's a fact. Ain't no nothing back. 36, 24, 36. Oh, what? You know, she ain't in no damn gym. 36, 24, 36. She ain't pumping no iron. She got that mama body. Okay? That's that. I'm taking care of the kids, you know, I make sure the house is taken care of, I cook. That's that body we want. 36, 35. No, he say 36, 24, 36. Man, what? Yeah, we need a little jiggle for the wiggle. Yeah. For sure. But yeah, so y'all make sure y'all look towards that. I might call it, you know, breaking the masculine woman. That's gonna tear them up. That's gonna tear them up. The reason why I'm gonna make people pay, because them people that's not gonna agree with it, they're not gonna pay. You see what I'm saying? So I don't want it to be free and have all these freeloaders inside the class, you know, giving their opinions and shit. Because one thing we not going to give a damn about is the woman's opinion in that class. All right? So all women that are going to sign up, do y'all understand that your opinion is not going to matter in that class? And I'm going to give the disclaimer. I'm going to make sure, I'm going to let folks know. And you got to be honest. There's going to be a lot of labels thrown on the people that enter that class. You're going to hear words like, them some stupid women. I can't believe them. They must been abused when they were little, letting a man mistreat them. Man, y'all going to be the women of the new world. Y'all going to be the understanding women. Y'all going to be the women of the new world. Y'all going to be the new leaders. They ain't like, where is this fluctuation of women coming from? What? They came from HCA? Man, I'm going to come back in my next lifetime and see the women. I'm like, wow, I was able to assist the elevation of women's softness. I was able to eradicate the masculinity in women. That's a huge achievement, y'all. Man. And those women are only going to want to date guys that are informed, because I'm going to make sure of it. All right. So if y'all guys ain't informed, man, you might as well leave these women alone, because they're going to be like the golden kids, not golden kids, but you know, the golden women. They're going to be submissive, but they're going to know what they're looking for. I mean, that doesn't mean being submissive to any damn thing coming around your way. They're going to know exactly what to look for. They're going to know how to read red flags. They're going to know how to see, and they're going to know how to be patient. Because one thing we understand, when a woman is lonely, a lot of her patience goes out. We're going to call it the golden girls. Now, they might copyright me. But we might have like a session. This is the golden girls. I might even play the theme song. All right. Oh, yeah. See, you already endorsed your rent. You see what I'm saying? So you already going to be a high value. Because I'm telling you, like, they ain't looking for no men, ain't got no results. So being able to teach these women, hey, I endorse my rent, they're like, oh, really? Oh, my gosh, you're a foreigner. You see what I'm saying? So you already got 2 feet in the game. Okay? Yeah, these going to be private women. These ain't going to be public women. They going to think I'm running a brothel. Hey. You're gonna have outsiders trying to put trafficking charges on me. He's running a sex ring. And I'm so serious, y'all. I'm so serious. All right, and right after that, I'm gonna do a class straight for men. I'm gonna do a class straight for men. Hey, fellas, they out here. Fella, y'all know what, man, if you tell me your homeboy call you and you ask, hey, anybody at the club? Is the club packed? They be like, hey, bro, they out here, bro. You better get your ass down here. They out here. Hey. I'm like, they out here, them private women out here. These HCA women already. Well, we changed the name. These consumer advisor enterprise women already. Ew, I don't know. That sounds like some prostitution. I gotta change that. Yeah, I gotta change that. Or do I not want to change it? Do I want people to think it's pimping? Maybe I do want them to think it's pimping. Of course, the people that's in the group know it's not going to be pimping, but we'll let the outsiders think it's pimping. Man. Y'all ain't never seen a pimp put his people on like this. When the last prostitute you seen have a mansion? I'm talking about from not having to give up no vagina, meaning from her own studies, meaning from her own trust. So if this is pimping, we're going to call it performance pimping. Nah, too cliche. We're going to call it competent pimping. Competent pimping? Nah. I'll figure it out. Yeah. But yeah, that's what it is. All right, ladies. Erotic bill endorsement. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't want to make it sexual, you know. We ain't trying to. Holly said we're going to call it erotic bill endorsement. Man. Principal pimping. Now that's hard right there. Principal pimping. Pimping with a principal. Oh, that might be it. Pimping with a principal. Escorted into freedom. Then start having, like, you know how Playboy had the monthly calendars, and start having women fully dressed. Having women fully dressed as like the calendars. Yeah, we about to exploit women. Yeah. I think that's what we need to do. I think we need to, I'm going to make a post today. I said, you know what? I think we need to exploit women, and I think we need to take women's rights away. Yeah. Now, y'all got to remember, y'all are the only ones that's going to know how I'm coming. Okay? All right? Y'all know we've been on live since like 5 this morning. So y'all are the only ones that's going to know I'm coming out with this, okay? So when I'm going crazy and y'all see people saying, you're crazy, I want y'all to come in and be my backup. Like, no, this might actually be a good idea. I know y'all going to sound crazy as hell, all right? All right, they gonna throw stones at y'all just like they about to throw stones at me, okay? All right? All right, but I want y'all to see the vibe, okay? It's not actually pimping, but that's how I'm about to be pushing it. Yeah, I'm definitely about to get the attention. They're like, this guy is literally has a whole, and their women are coming to him. And then other pimps are going to try to do the same thing, failing to understand this is competent pimping. Now we're going to start elevating other pimps. Like, hey, bro, you don't got to put a pussy on the road. Hell, put a mind on these books, put a mind on trust law, and put her up under your empire, and boom. We just cured pimping. No, I didn't. I did not plan on doing that, family. But no, I didn't just find a resolution to pimping. Proper pimping prevents poor performance. Let me shut up. I'm waking people up. Let me be quiet. Proper pimping prevents poor performance. Oh my goodness. That's the 5 P's right there. That's the 5 P's right there, y'all. Proper pimping prevents poor performance. When you pimp properly, it's going to prevent poor performance. Man. Yeah. Okay, y'all, we got it locked in. I am about to start this group. I'm about to start the flyer. Should I put half-naked women on the flyer to throw it off? I should put half-naked women on there and then put like trust books and like different acts on there. And call it the 5 P's. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, we about to do that. All right, and this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do for any woman that want to volunteer and being on the cover. All right, you get in the class free and you get in my mentorship free. I'm doing a mentorship in August. I'm doing a mentorship. My very last mentorship I'm ever doing will be in August. So any woman that want to voluntarily be on the flyers that we're going to make, I need about 5 women that can give me a picture, no lingerie, like something classy but sexy still. All right, and we're going to put you on the flyer. All right, please believe, goddesses, you have to match the flyer, okay? Meaning if your body is amazing but your face doesn't match it, keep in mind, goddesses, we have to match the flyer. Meaning we need some pretty faces so we can, all right, no offense to anyone, but we need some pretty faces, okay? Because now when we get that flyer, pretty faces get on there, and, men gonna be trying, how I get in this, bro? I'm like, no men allowed, okay? Women only. And let me go ahead and clarify this. Natural born women only. And I will put that on the flyer. Natural born women. Meaning, if you did not naturally have a vagina, you cannot come to this class. And you can sue me all you want to. You can make discrimination, defamation. The thing about my empire is I can run it however I want because I own the jurisdiction. All right. So you can't go sue me. You can't go to the Better Business Bureau on me. They're going to be like, the company is the Mahathi area empire of the Sunborn. They're going to be like, what? We don't have any jurisdiction on him. Okay. So, yeah. Go ahead and get the LGBT community try to take us down. Yeah, they can't stop nothing. All right. So again, only natural born women that came out of vagina with a vagina. All right. It's crazy. I even have to say that. OK. But yes, we are bringing women back. Who bring the woman back? That sounds like a slogan right there. Bring our women back. Bring our women back. BOWB. Yeah, okay. All right, y'all. That's what it is. I'm going to go live tonight at 6 p.m. All right, 666. Make sure y'all tap in tonight. Same topic. All right. I'm going to go ahead and throw out some more of these brainstorms. Going to have way more people on live. But the 33 that's on live right now, y'all make sure y'all tap in tonight so y'all can kind of, you can kind of egg it on. You can kind of, oh, wow, that sounds great. That's like, people about to hear this. Like, man, so you have totally lost your way. I used to follow you, but now I seen you have literally going crazy and mad with power. All right. Remember, that's what they're going to say about me, y'all. But I need y'all to stand strong. Okay. Stand strong. In the words of Barack Obama, zesty ass, yes, we can. All right, y'all. Peace and love.